Welcome to the world of rare coins. While the P. Jefferson nickel is common, rare coins with unique features or minting errors, especially certain bicentennial issues, have fetched millions. Could you be holding a hidden treasure? Let's explore the fascinating world of valuable coins together. Welcome to the world of rare coins. While the P. Jefferson nickel is common, rare coins with unique features or minting errors, especially certain bicentennial issues, have fetched millions. Could you be holding a hidden treasure? Let's explore the fascinating world of valuable coins together. The 1996 P. Jefferson nickel, minted in Philadelphia, is part of the long-running Jefferson nickel series that began in 1938. While it is an interesting coin for collectors, claims of it being worth millions or making someone a billionaire overnight are highly exaggerated. However, certain rare varieties, mint errors, and high-grade specimens can command significant premiums. Let's explore the details of this coin and its potential value in the numismatic market. 1. Background and mintage. The Jefferson nickel series was designed by Felix Schlag and has remained a staple of U.S. coinage for decades. The 1996 P. Jefferson nickel was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, with a total mintage of 826,100,000 coins. This high production number means the coin is relatively common, especially in circulated condition, where most examples hold only their face value of 5 cents. 2. Design and composition. Like other Jefferson nickels, the 1996 P edition is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a distinctive silver-like appearance. The obverse features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, while the reverse displays Monticello, his historic plantation home. The P mint mark is located on the obverse side, near Jefferson's portrait. 3. Standard market value. In circulated condition, the 1996 P. Jefferson nickel is usually worth only 5 to 10 cents. However, in uncirculated condition, particularly MS-65 or higher, the value can rise. Examples graded MS-66 or MS-67 have been sold for prices ranging from $10 to $50, depending on their luster and overall quality. 4. Full steps, FS, designation, and value. A key factor in determining the premium value of a Jefferson nickel is the full steps, FS, designation. This refers to coins where the steps on Monticello's reverse are fully struck and clearly visible. Coins with this designation are significantly rarer because achieving a perfect strike is difficult. 1996 P. Jefferson nickels graded MS-67 FS have been auctioned for $200 to $350, with a record sale nearing $400. 5. Notable mint errors and their impact on value. Certain mint errors can substantially increase a coin's value. Some of the most valuable 1996 P. Jefferson nickel errors include off-center strikes, can sell for $50 to $300, depending on how much of the design is missing. Double die errors. Coins with visible doubling on the date or lettering can be worth up to $500. Clipped planchets. Coins that were cut improperly during minting have sold for $100 or more. Struck on a dime planchet. A rare error where the nickel is struck on a smaller dime planchet has sold for over $5,000 in past auctions. 6. Comparison to multi-million-dollar nickels. While some nickels have reached million-dollar valuations, the 1996 P. Jefferson nickel does not belong to this category. Some of the rarest and most valuable nickels include the 1913 Liberty Head nickel, one of only 5 known, which has sold for over $4.5 million. The 1942 P. War nickel with a major double die error, which has been valued at $30,000 or more. The 1938 D. Jefferson nickel with full steps, which has sold for $33,600 at auction. 7. Debunking myths about the 1996 P. Jefferson nickel. Many online claims exaggerate the potential value of modern coins like the 1996 P. Jefferson nickel. While it can be worth a few $100s in pristine condition, there is no evidence of this coin ever selling for millions. Numismatic value is based on rarity, demand, condition, and historical significance, none of which place this coin in the billionaire-making category. 8. Final thoughts, collectability, and realistic value. The 1996 P. Jefferson nickel is a good coin for collectors, especially those looking for full steps, FS, varieties, or error coins. While most examples are only worth face value, some uncirculated and error specimens can fetch higher prices. However, claims of this coin being worth millions or making someone an instant billionaire are completely unfounded. Instead, collectors should focus on finding high-grade examples and appreciating the history behind the Jefferson nickel series. The 1998 P. Jefferson nickel, minted in Philadelphia, is a relatively modern coin that holds interest among collectors. However, claims of it being worth millions or making someone a billionaire overnight are unrealistic. While most examples are common and worth only their face value, certain high-grade specimens or coins with mint errors can command higher prices. In this detailed overview, we will examine the design, mintage, grading, notable sales, and realistic value of the 1998 P. Jefferson nickel. 1. Design and composition. The Jefferson nickel series, designed by Felix Schlag, has been in circulation since 1938. The 1998 P. nickel features Thomas Jefferson's portrait on the obverse, with the reverse displaying Monticello, his Virginia home. Like other nickels of this era, it is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighs 5 grams, and measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter. The P. mint mark, indicating the Philadelphia Mint, is located on the obverse. 2. Mintage and rarity. The 1998 P. Jefferson nickel had a total mintage of approximately 515,262,000 coins. This makes it a common coin, especially in circulated condition. While many of these coins remain in circulation today, finding one in uncirculated condition, graded MS65 or higher, can be more challenging. Coins with a full steps, FS, designation, indicating a strong strike on Monticello's steps, are much rarer and more valuable. 3. Standard market value. In circulated condition, the 1998 P. nickel holds a value of about 5 to 10 cents. However, in uncirculated grades, MS65, MS67, the price can increase. MS65, $5 to $15. MS66, $20 to $40. MS67, $100 to $300, rare. The highest recorded auction price for a 1998 P. Jefferson nickel with full steps, MS67FS, is around $920. While this is a significant amount for a modern nickel, it is nowhere near the millions claimed in some online rumors. 4. Full steps, FS, nickels, and their value. One of the biggest value factors in Jefferson nickels is the full steps, FS, designation. Coins that have a fully struck reverse with clear steps at Monticello are much rarer because most nickels suffer from weak strikes. The 1998 P. nickel is no exception, and FS examples are far less common. A 1998 P. Jefferson nickel MS67FS can be worth $500 to $1,000, depending on the market demand. An MS66FS example might sell for $100 to $250. Collectors seek these high-quality nickels, but they are not rare enough to be worth millions. 5. Notable mint errors and their impact on value. While the standard 1998 P. Jefferson nickel is not highly valuable, coins with mint errors can be worth much more. Some errors to look for include off-center strikes, 10% or more off-center, can be worth $50 to $300, depending on how much of the design is missing. Double die obverse, DDO, a noticeable doubling on the date or lettering could fetch $500 or more. Struck on a cent planchet, meaning the nickel was mistakenly struck on a copper penny planchet. Such errors have sold for $5,000 to $10,000. Clipped planchets or multiple strikes. Unique errors can bring in $100 to $1,000, depending on severity. 6. Comparison to multi-million-dollar nickels. While some nickels have sold for millions, they belong to a different category of extreme rarities. Examples include 1913 Liberty Head nickel, only 5 known examples, with some selling for over $4.5 million. 1942 P. War nickel with major doubling. These error coins have sold for $30,000 or more. 1938 D. Jefferson nickel, full steps. A rare FS example has sold for $33,600 at auction. The 1998 P nickel does not have the historical rarity or demand to reach such high valuations. 7. Debunking myths about the 1998 P nickel. Many misleading claims on social media and online forums suggest that modern nickels like the 1998 P Jefferson nickel are worth millions. However, there is no verified sale or evidence of this coin ever selling for such an amount. While some high-grade or error nickels can fetch a few hundred to a few $1,000s, the 1998 P is not a millionaire-making coin. Numismatic value depends on rarity, demand, condition, and historical significance, none of which place this coin in the ultra-valuable category. 8. Final thoughts, collectability, and realistic value. The 1998 P Jefferson nickel is a common coin with some collectible appeal, especially in full steps, FS, condition, or with rare mint errors. While most examples are worth only face value, some high-quality specimens can fetch a few $100s. However, claims of this coin being worth millions are completely false. Collectors should focus on finding high-grade examples, looking for errors, and appreciating the historical significance of the Jefferson nickel series rather than expecting instant wealth. The 2000 P Jefferson nickel, minted in Philadelphia, is a modern 5-cent coin that some collectors seek, but it is not a coin that can make anyone a billionaire overnight. While rare varieties, mint errors, and high-grade examples exist, there is no verified record of any 2000 P Jefferson nickel selling for millions. However, certain factors can make some specimens more valuable than regular circulation coins. Let's explore its design, rarity, grading, and realistic value. 1. Design and composition. The 2000 P Jefferson nickel follows the classic design created by Felix Schlag in 1938. The obverse features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, with the word Liberty and the date 2000 to the right. The P mint mark, indicating production at the Philadelphia Mint, appears just above the year. The reverse showcases Monticello, Jefferson's home in Virginia, with the denomination 5 cents and United States of America below it. The coin is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters, and weighs 5 grams. 2. Mintage and circulation. In the year 2000, the Philadelphia Mint struck approximately 921 million Jefferson nickels. This high mintage means the coin is very common in circulation. While billions of nickels have been produced over the years, finding a 2000 P in perfect condition or with a rare mint error can make it more valuable to collectors. 3. Grading and full steps, FS, nickels. Collectors assess coin quality using the Sheldon scale, which ranges from poor, P1, to mint state, MS, 70. Most circulated 2000 P Jefferson nickels are worn and valued at only 5 cents. However, coins in high grades, especially MS 65 or higher, become more desirable. A key grading factor for Jefferson nickels is the full steps, FS, designation. This term refers to nickels that display a sharply struck Monticello with at least 5 full steps visible. These coins are rare because many nickels have weak strikes or die erosion that obscures these details. FS nickels in high grades are worth significantly more than regular strikes. 4. Market value and notable sales. The value of a 2000 P Jefferson nickel depends on its condition and rarity. Circulated condition. Face value, 5 to 10 cents. Uncirculated MS 65, $5 to $20. Uncirculated MS 66, $30 to $80. MS 67, very rare, $150 to $500. MS 67 full steps, FS $1,000 to $2,500, highly desirable. One of the highest auction prices recorded for a 2000 PFS nickel was $2,530, proving that while valuable, it does not reach millions. 5. Rare mint errors that increase value. While the standard 2000 P Jefferson nickel is common, error coins can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Some notable errors include off-center strikes. Coins struck significantly off-center can be worth $50 to $300. Double die obverse, DDO. If doubling is visible on the date or letters, it can fetch $500 to $1,500. Struck on a cent planchet. If a 2000 P nickel was mistakenly struck on a copper penny planchet. It could be worth $5,000 to $10,000. Clipped planchets. Coins with missing sections from the planchet cutting process may bring in $100 to $500. 6. Comparison to multi-million-dollar nickels. Some nickels have sold for millions, but they belong to a different category. Examples include 1913 Liberty Head nickel. Only 5 exist, with one selling for $4.5 million. 1942 P-War nickel with major doubling. Some of these have sold for $30,000 or more. 1938 D. Jefferson nickel, full steps. A high-grade example sold for $33,600. The 2000 P. Jefferson nickel, while valuable in high grades, does not share this extreme rarity or demand. 7. Debunking the myth of $1 million nickel. Despite some online claims, there is no verified sale of a 2000 P nickel worth $1 million. Many misleading videos and posts exaggerate coin values to attract attention. Realistically, even the best possible specimen might fetch a few $1,000s, not millions. Numismatic value is based on rarity, condition, and historical significance, and the 2000 P nickel lacks the factors needed for an extreme price. 8. Conclusion. Is the 2000 P Jefferson nickel valuable? The 2000 P Jefferson nickel is a common coin, with circulated examples worth only face value. However, in high grades with full steps, FS, certification, or rare mint errors, it can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. While some Jefferson nickels are extremely valuable, no 2000 P nickel has ever sold for millions. If you own one, check its condition, look for errors, and consider getting it graded, but don't expect to become a billionaire overnight. The 1991 P Jefferson nickel, minted in Philadelphia, is a widely circulated coin with a high mintage. While some collectors seek pristine examples and error varieties, there is no verified case of a 1991 P nickel selling for millions or making anyone a billionaire overnight. However, in this detailed analysis, we will explore the design, mintage, rare varieties, grading system, and realistic market value of this coin. 1. Design and composition. The 1991 P. Jefferson nickel follows the Felix Schlag design, which has been in use since 1938. The obverse features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, with "In God We Trust" on the left and "Liberty 1991" on the right. Above the date, you will find the P. mint mark, signifying that it was minted in Philadelphia. The reverse showcases Jefferson's estate, Monticello, with the inscriptions E pluribus unum, Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America. The coin is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, has a weight of 5 grams, and measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter. 2. Mintage and rarity. The Philadelphia Mint produced 615,868,000 Jefferson nickels in 1991. Given this high mintage, most of these coins are common, and circulated examples are typically worth only face value. However, uncirculated specimens and rare mint errors can fetch higher prices in the numismatic market. The key to finding a valuable 1991 P. Jefferson nickel lies in grading, mint errors, and strike quality. 3. Grading and full steps, FS, designation. Like all coins, the 1991 P. Jefferson nickel is graded on the Sheldon scale from poor, P1, to mint state, MS 70. Coins with the full steps, FS, designation, which means at least 5 full steps are visible at Monticello's base, are significantly more valuable than standard strikes. Many nickels from the 1990s have weak strikes, making FS specimens rare. Grading scale and value. Circulated condition. Face value, 5 to 50 cents. MS 65, uncirculated, no FS $10 to $30. MS 66, uncirculated, no FS $50 to $120. MS 67, rare, no FS $400 to $700. MS 67 full steps, FS $1,000 to $2,500 plus. 4. Most expensive 1991 P. Jefferson nickels sold. Although no 1991 P. Jefferson nickel has ever sold for $1 million, High-grade MS-67 Plus FS nickels have fetched over $2,500 at auctions. The rarity of full steps in high grades makes them desirable among collectors. For comparison, some early Jefferson nickels, such as the 1938 DFS or 1950 DFS, have sold for tens of thousands of dollars, but 1991 P nickels do not reach that level of value. 5. Rare errors that can increase value. Certain mint errors can make a 1991 P Jefferson nickel worth more. Some of the most valuable errors include off-center strikes. Coins struck off-center by 40% or more can be worth $50 to $500. Doubled die obverse. DDO. If doubling is visible on Jefferson's face or inscriptions, the coin can be worth $500 to $1,500. Struck on the wrong planchet. If a 1991 P nickel was struck on a dime or foreign coin planchet, it could fetch $1,000 to $5,000. Clipped planchets. If part of the coin is missing due to an error during the blank cutting process, its value could be $100 to $300. 6. Comparison to multi-million-dollar nickels. Some nickels have sold for millions, but they are historically rare coins, such as 1913 Liberty Head nickel. Only 5 exist. One sold for $4.5 million. 1942 P War nickel with a major doubled die. Some have sold for $30,000 plus. 1938 D Jefferson nickel, MS-68 full steps, sold for $33,600. A 1991 P nickel, even in the best condition, does not match the rarity or desirability of these record-breaking coins. 7. Debunking the myth of $1 million 1991 P nickel. Some online sources and videos claim that common coins, including the 1991 P Jefferson nickel, are worth millions of dollars. However, these claims are misleading and not backed by any real auction results or professional grading services like PCGS, NGC, or Heritage Auctions. The most valuable 1991 P nickel might sell for a few $1,000s, but there is no known specimen worth millions. 8. Conclusion. Is the 1991 P Jefferson nickel valuable? The 1991 P Jefferson nickel is a common coin in circulated condition and is usually worth face value. However, collectors seek high-grade MS-67 FS nickels and error varieties, which can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. While it is not a million-dollar coin, finding a mint-state full steps FS example could still yield a profitable return. Always verify your coins with professional grading services before assuming their value.